Right, football championship this weekend. I'll start off in Roscommon because St Brigid's are against Western Gaels. And the beauty of this one
I love this sort of stuff now. I have to
Frankie
say.
Dolan, he was, I think everyone remembers him from St Brigid's. He was coaching Western Gaels he is coaching Western Gaels after managing St Brigid's last year. It's ideal, isn't
St
it?
Brigid's, he managed St Brigid's to a county final last year as well. They were in the county final, beaten by Clan. I just love stuff like that. The club never ceases to amaze me. Even how did he end up back there? Like the conversations that must have been had in the background, even, and going from his own club to another club as well. It's quality. You get that sort of stuff every year.
There's some quality. Like Western Gaels are fancied here, but like St Brigid's have some good players. The Kilbride, Senan and Ian Kilbride, Ronan and Brian Stack there as well.
Stung from last year as well. They were heavy favourites going into that final last year, and Clan just had a real go on there and just caught them, and you knew 15 or 20 minutes out that they were going to be beaten. So they'll be stung enough. They've been basically one of the superpowers of club football, up there with Crossmaglen, Corofin and a couple more over the last decade or 15 years. Castlebar, yeah.
Yeah, Clonagale, they're going to beat St Crohn's, you'd imagine, well enough. Donny Shine, Ulton Harney are the players that people would probably know most.
Donny, in last year's county final, Donny Shine gave one of the greatest exhibitions of free taking you will ever see. He's one of these kind of unfortunate kind of lads. His body just wouldn't stand up to inter-county and the rigours of what it would take to get fit. But at club level, you see these boys, you play club hurling, you see lads that, geez, you think he'd still do a job for the county. If he didn't have to do all the training to get up to that level, he would. Do you know what I mean? They're still unbelievably effective at club level.
Leitrim, actually, Mohill against Aughawillan. That's quarter-final, repeat of last year's county final. Can't say I know a whole pile about them, but there you go, it is an interesting tie. The Offaly Championship, your lads.
Yeah, quarterfinals this weekend. Eden Derry have been going really well this year. They beat Road. Road are beaten twice this year. I think it was the first time in 20 years that they were beaten in the group stages of the Offaly Football Championship. Forban beat them as well the last day. The most interesting tie this weekend is probably Forban and Shamrocks. Shamrocks came up from Senior B last year, but would fancy themselves with a shot at causing an upset here. Forban, as we mentioned in the hurling show, Forban are playing along with Belmont. They're playing hurling football every second week, and there's a serious overlap between the amount of lads playing both. So they're kind of hamstrung in that sense a bit. Forban have had an unbelievable amount of underage success the last 10, 12 years. Actually, since Burr beat them 1-12 to no score in an under 16A group match, Forban totally revolutionised their underage system and have been unbelievably dominant underage since. Loads of players involved with under 17s and under 20s, and they kind of would feel that they need to get a senior title in the next couple of years to justify basically all they've won underage. But they don't want to be on guard this weekend. Shamrocks are a good side, led by Nigel Dunn, and the Heffernans are a good side.
I was looking at the Gaelic Life paper, and if anyone is interested in their GAs, particularly in the north, just the level of detail is insane.
It's brilliant,
It's absolutely insane. But Monaghan Championship is the first one we'll look at. Banty's going to be out watching Carrickmacross against Inniskeen, Ballybay against Clontibbert, so that's the Wylies against Conor McManus, True Gaels against Scottstown, who've won a few titles in recent years, and Lacton against Castleblaney. But within that as well, one of the selectors that Banty has is Conor Laverty, who people might remember from playing with Down. He's going to be out this weekend in what is an absolutely class tie in the Down Championship, Kilcoo against Burren. So Burren are the holders. Last year they kind of tore up the script and beat Kilcoo in the final. Kilcoo were after 7 in a row.
That's Benny Coulter, isn't it, Burren? To the best of my knowledge, it's Benny Coulter's club. Yeah,
he's involved with them. It's not his home. It's not his home club.
Definitely not. No,
I'm pretty sure. Mayo Bridge.
Mayo Bridge. My apologies.
That's right. I can look it up and see if he's involved with them. But Burren had been the last club to hold the title in 2011 before Kilcoo got going. But I think Kilcoo had a lot of injuries last year. And Donal O'Hare, who people might remember, who probably people know from the Down setup, he went to town. I think he scored 2-5 or 2-6. But Conor Laverty will be on the tee, brilliant player. Jerome and Ryan Johnson, very good players also. Mickey Moran is the manager of Kilcoo. I think has he won like county titles with 5 different teams?
Mickey Moran's success rate wherever he's gone is absolutely phenomenal. He's basically, Mickey Moran is kind of like another kind of Donny Buckley style figure.
Yeah.
Unbelievably well regarded, well respected, and I kind of admire the fact. I don't know if Mickey Moran has done an interview in the last 10 or 15 years. I'm not sure if he has. Much like Donny Buckley of Mayo and Kerry fame, these boys just obviously just get on with their job, and you never really hear a bad word about them anywhere. But it's never a coincidence that what's happening where they are, that the success follows them around. It's not a coincidence. Like.
Yeah, so Moran had a lot of success with Schlockneil. He won senior titles between 2014 and 17. 3 Ulsters as well, denying Kilcoo along the way, who he's now with. So you'd imagine for Kilcoo, they're like, we need to finally get across the line here and get an Ulster title.
They moved fair quick last year. They were basically beaten. They were beaten in Down, and within about a month, I'd say they had Mickey Moran announced as manager. And it's a fair coup to even get him.
Plenty of games going on in Donegal. Guidor against St Michael's. Guidor be hotly fancied there. Milford against Glenfin is a couple of them. There are a lot of games going on this weekend.
You'd hope Guidor's game is a little more attacking than it was last week.
Yeah, the 1-3
some people are
6
fairly
points.
disgusted at it now.
Like us?
Well, we were too, but there was a fair bit of negative commentary out on social media and stuff about it. Like those games are tough. Games are tough.
The group stages are over in Cavan, so there's quarterfinals this weekend. Ramor United against Gown. Like, is there United? How many club teams are called United?
I've never come across the GA club. I just doing previews and stuff in the last couple of years. It's one of my favourites. It's definitely it's the biggest soccer name within the GA. If anyone knows a bigger soccer name in the GA than Ramor United,
would you really ban them for that now?
I wouldn't ban it now, but it's definitely I've never heard like that before. I was in Ramor for a wedding close to Ramor, and you just wanted to go in just have a look at the pitch.
Did you do Untold up at that wedding?
No, I did not. No, I did not.
Kingscourt against Cavan Gaels. They kind of Kingscourt were joint top of that league. Castlereagh against Killygarry. I think Castlereagh topped the group stages, and Killygarry were the team that kind of sneaked in. And then Crosserlock against Lavey. Kildare Championship. Selbridge against Confey. Selbridge will probably win that handy. Round Towers against 2 Mile House. Could be close, maybe Round Towers. Moorfield will probably beat Maynooth out the gate.
Yeah, so you mentioned about Banty being on the lookout. Obviously, Jack O'Connor has been involved in the background and sometimes as coach with Moorfield over the last couple of years. So he'll no doubt be looking at all the games this weekend, and probably in particular the Moorfield match. And Ross Glavin, of course, is going to be his coach / lead selector. Is over Moorfield as well. Even I saw Jack did a bit with one of the local papers or one of the local radio stations. The KFM it was, and just kind of saying about how the amount of talent that they have there, and they just want to make sure to try and get everyone in. Again, with a big appointment like that, you'd imagine lads that are on the fence about whether they'd commit would be, pushed off the fence towards committing now.
If they get back that Daniel Flynn from that's a big one. Just a couple of more fixtures to look at in brief. The Laois Football Championship, the Heath are against Crettyard. The Heath, I'd say, would possibly sneak that. And then Palatine expected to beat Tinryland as well in Carlow.
Poor Laois, of course, are the big ones in
the town.
The town. Their hurling is struggling a bit, but the football shows kind of no sign of slowing down. Obviously, they're going to be without Carr Healy this year, who did his cruciate. Did he do his cruciate earlier on this year? He did against Kerry in a challenge game. Yeah, still no word on the Laois kind of senior football job at the moment. It's good while since John Sucru left. You'd imagine they'll be getting something sorted in the next couple of weeks as well. But lots going on in the club front, in fairness, this weekend.
Yeah, and make sure if there's any stuff that we've missed that you let us know over the weekend. If there's any interesting storylines, anything that's worth chatting about, let us know, and we'll try and chat about it next week. So don't forget to subscribe to our game if you haven't already, and click on the bell if you want notifications of new videos.